Stop everything and hear this. A powerful spiritual battle is raging right now, and it's crashing down on a vessel of darkness. A woman who cloaked herself in witchcraft and malicious intent lies in a hospital bed, her body failing, her breath ragged, her heart trembling on the brink. The machines meant to save her scream alerts as doctors scramble, utterly baffled. What they diagnose as a medical emergency, I recognize as divine justice, an unbreakable law of heaven snapping back on her. This is no accident. This is a violent, holy reversal. She thought she could steal your peace, sabotage your blessings, and bind your spirit in fear. Instead, what she unleashed has devoured her. The dark energy she summoned turned on her like a poisoned arrow. I refuse to let my chosen ones be overtaken by evil. The curses whispered in darkness, I have dragged them into the light. Now the forces she tried to command are strangling her lifeblood instead. I see it all. Nurses glancing at each other in panic, surgeons battling confusion and exhaustion, machines beeping a countdown, but I see beyond their fear. I see the hand of judgment taking hold. You, my child, were their target, meant to be crushed. But you are not broken, you are not defeated. Now the scales are tipping. This moment isn't just about her downfall, it's about your breakthrough. It's about you finally grasping how fiercely protected, how profoundly loved, and how invincible you truly are. This isn't the end of her story alone, it's the dawn of your new era. You're stepping into a season where no weapon formed against you will prosper, a season of release, vindication, and elevation. If you're ready to face the full truth, to understand exactly how heaven intervened and why you stand stronger than ever, stay with me. I will reveal how the battle turned, how divine power shattered her schemes, and how your victorious story now unfolds. You were never alone, and now, my child, it's time for you to rise. Let's begin. My beloved child, before we step deeper into this divine unfolding, there is a truth I must speak over you, one so powerful it must anchor your heart first, before any other revelation can break through. What I am about to say may shake you to your core. When the connection between you and that woman, the witch lying helpless in that hospital bed, becomes clear, your soul might tremble. The weight of her failing breath, the erratic pounding of her heart, the relentless beeping of machines counting down to silence, it may tempt you to believe you caused this. But listen sharply, child, you did not cause this. You are not to blame. Let this truth thunder inside every fiber of your being. Yes, you are linked to the storm consuming her, but no, you did not summon it. Her collapse is not the fruit of your actions, it is the consequence of her own choices. She stepped willingly into darkness. She danced with fire, believing she could curse what I had already called and chosen. Now the very flames she ignited are devouring her. She wove her wicked web from threads of jealousy, manipulation, and deceit, aiming to trap your destiny in her shadow. She whispered curses in secret places, unleashed dark forces against your path, never imagining that the trap she set would snap shut around her own soul. This is not your punishment, my child, it is her reckoning. What's unraveling is not chaos but divine order in relentless motion. Justice doesn't always shout, but it never fails. Right now, justice has found her. Hear me clearly, release every ounce of guilt. Lay it down. Breathe in freedom knowing you didn't ignite this war, but I shielded you through it. You never wished harm on her, but you stood unshaken while harm tried to swallow you. Because you stood, the blessing I placed on your life remains untouched and shining. What has fallen on her is not your doing. It is the turning tide, the crushing weight of her own dark choices. Do not carry what is not yours. Do not wear sorrow that does not belong to you. Now that your spirit is steady and your heart clear, it's time to pull back the curtain fully. What was the wicked scheme she engineered? What dark forces did she try to unleash against you? And how, right in the eye of that storm, did you become the unbreakable force that shattered her darkness into ruin? If you are ready to dive into these deeper waters with me, then let us begin. My dear child, the cruel plan this witch crafted against you, the very plan that has now collapsed, leaving her gasping for life, was no accident. It was cold-blooded, deliberate, and precise. Here's the chilling truth. Her ultimate goal was to trap you in the very hell she now endures. That terrifying place where every breath is a battle, her body chained to machines, the cruel beeping of monitors closing in on silence, that was meant to be your fate. She didn't just wish you pain. She obsessed over it. She plotted with venomous intent, filling her heart with hatred, spinning a plan to steal your life itself. She pictured you weak and broken, your chest barely rising, needles piercing your skin, doctors scrambling in panic, and the heart monitors fading rhythm signaling the end. That was the death she sought to cast over you. But she never saw what I saw. I was there, watching, guarding, guiding. I tracked every shadowed step she took, every curse whispered in dark corners, every flickering candle burned in secret rituals meant to fracture your peace. She thought she was hidden, that her darkness would remain unseen. But she forgot one unbreakable truth. I am the light that shatters all shadows. Nothing escapes my gaze. While she planted seeds of destruction aimed at you, I refused to let them grow. Instead, I grabbed the darkness she unleashed and hurled it back at her with crushing force. I turned her storm inward, and now she's drowning in it. She is the one gasping for breath, trapped in the bitter consequences of her own wickedness, her soul teetering on the edge of oblivion. And yet, my child, this is only the beginning. What lies ahead is a revelation of something far greater. The unstoppable precision of divine justice, the reason her evil plan fell apart so completely, and most breathtaking of all, why you, yes you, became the divine spark that ignited the collapse of her entire web of deceit. You were the unshakable force in the heart of the battle. The scales tipped because you refused to break. The darkness she summoned has devoured her, and your destiny now rises, unbound and shining. So remember this, the battle was never yours to lose. You were never alone. The heavens fought fiercely on your behalf, turning her curses into her downfall, her traps into her chains. Now is your moment to rise, to walk in freedom, and to claim the victory that is yours by divine decree. Stop and hear this truth blazing into your heart. You are not to blame for what has happened. Though you are connected to the woman lying weak and fading in that hospital bed, let me scream this into your spirit. You did not cause her collapse. Do not let even a whisper of guilt take root. Do not let that crushing burden settle in your chest, not for a heartbeat. This is not your fault. This is her reckoning. Her breath falters. Her heartbeat wavers. The machines around her inch toward silence, as though the devil himself stands at her bedside, counting down the seconds. But understand this. Those machines were never meant for her. She fashioned them in her mind for you, imagining you trapped there, powerless, fading away. She plotted your end in chilling detail, your chest rising and falling like a broken bellows, needles piercing your skin, doctors scrambling in desperation, the cruel beeping of monitors heralding your final breath. That was her nightmare for you. Instead, her nightmare has undone her own life. The judgment she tried to summon against you has turned into a crushing avalanche that now buries her. This is divine intervention. It is not accident. not random misfortune. If I had arrived one moment too late, if my hand had hesitated, everything could have fallen to ruin. But I never waver. I move with unstoppable precision. My love for you is fierce, a shield that covers you, sees through every shadow before it touches your soul, and lays waste to it. Remember this promise: he who watches over you will neither slumber nor sleep. Psalm 121, 4 I have been wide awake, watching every cursed whisper, every flickering candle lit in darkness, every spell cast to steal your destiny. I was ready, I was vigilant, and now, justice has exploded across her life. You may wonder, why such intensity? Why such ferocious protection over you? Rest in this answer: you are not ordinary. You are no accident of fate. You have been chosen, marked with holy purpose, carrying within you a sacred power that stretches beyond time. Her attack was not a petty vendetta. It was a full-throttle attempt to rewrite the very fabric of your destiny, your calling, your legacy, the future I crafted for you from the beginning. She sought to sever the golden thread of purpose I wove into your being. But I refused to let her succeed. That is why her plan didn't collapse, it exploded in ruin. That is why what she faced wasn't a setback, it was a divine reckoning, swift, precise, and unstoppable justice, cloaked in flames of righteousness. This wasn't cruelty, it was pure, unyielding divine decree. Hear me now, this one is protected. This one belongs to me. You will not touch her, for she is covered by my unwavering shield. She thought she could cross my boundary without consequence, but I made sure she knew exactly whose child you are, and who watches over you. If she had targeted another, yes, I would have intervened. I defend every innocent soul. But this fierce, unparalleled protection, was reserved for you, because you mean that much to me. This defense was no ordinary act. It was a declaration, sent to the very gates of darkness itself: you will not harm my chosen. You will not silence my voice. In her, you stand as my beloved. You are my chosen instrument. You are my warrior. And I am with you always. Now, look deep within. Ask yourself, do you truly see who you are through my eyes? Can you finally grasp why her breath is fading, slipping quietly into the shadows, while yours still blazes with a fierce, unquenchable flame? This moment is not the end of your story, it is the dawn of your awakening. Prepare yourself, because a massive shift is barreling toward you. Brace for breakthroughs so powerful they will silence every lingering doubt. Prepare for promotions so undeniable that no one will be able to stand in your way. Get ready for restoration so complete, so profound, that the pain and struggle will feel erased from memory. Yes, your journey has been long and the weight heavy. You have carried it as though forever. But hear me now, today could be the day everything turns in your favor, suddenly, unexpectedly, miraculously. When I move, my power is swift. One touch from me can transform your entire world in an instant. I want my glory to shine through you so brightly and undeniably that the whole world cannot help but notice. I want you to stand out, not for pride, but so my goodness and love are reflected in all you do. I want your life to overflow with blessings, favor, and joy, radiating so powerfully that everyone around you sees me alive in you. So do not give up. Keep your feet firmly planted in faith. Hold tight to the promises I have spoken over you. Keep hope alive even when nothing makes sense. Declare my word boldly, as if your very life depends on it, because your miracle is closer than you realize. Blessings and favor are moving at lightning speed toward you, my child. They are coming. Stay ready. Stay expectant. Your breakthrough is on its way. Satan is a master at magnifying your storms, stretching every shadow, amplifying every fear until your struggles seem like gargantuan giants. He twists vision, presses dread into your mind, and drowns out the spark of hope inside you. But hear me well, what feels overwhelming, what seems impossible to bear, is not stronger than me. In the eye of your chaos, when thunder crashes and winds rage, I remain still. I am not distant, nor unaware, but the very essence of peace. My presence is unshakable, unmovable. My love stands firm, steady as a rock. When waves rise and the tempest roars, know this, the wind and the sea obey my voice. Even the fiercest storm must bow. Yet you let doubt whisper louder than faith. You cry out, Lord, save me, and you wonder if I hear. But remember, I have never left your side for a single heartbeat. I am with you in the boat, even when the rain blinds your eyes and your heart feels crushed. No storm, no matter how fierce, can outtrank the one who holds it in his hands. Trust me, not only when skies are bright and clear, but especially when darkness clouds your view. I am with you always, through every trial, every shadow, every fear. You are never alone. Finally, grasp this, the shift you've been fighting through was never accidental. I began pulling you away from that place, removing certain people from your life, and you felt pain, confusion, abandonment, a heavy silence that blanketed your heart. But those removals were not punishments. They were preparations. I guided you away from what no longer served your highest good, what held you back, so you could step into a new season of clarity and light. Just as the morning sun obliterates the darkness, soon clarity will flood your spirit. You will see with crystal vision why I led you out of that place. The hurt you felt will transform into unstoppable, empowered purpose. The silence you endured will brim with the echoes of the answers you have long sought. I wasn't punishing you, I was shaping you, preparing you, setting the stage for the blessings and breakthroughs that now await. I am with you always, through every storm, every trial, every shadow. You are never alone. My dear child, I need you to understand this deeply. The shift you've been going through was not random. It was not a cruel twist of fate or an accident. It was absolutely necessary. When I began pulling you away from that painful place, when I started removing certain people from your life, people you thought you couldn't live without, it hurt. It felt like abandonment, like the ground itself had cracked open beneath your feet. The silence that followed wrapped around your heart like a cold, heavy shroud, and confusion filled your every breath. But listen carefully now, this was never rejection. It was redirection. I was steering you away from what no longer serves your highest good. I was tearing you free from the chains holding you back. This was the beginning of your new season, a season drenched in clarity, purpose, and light. Just as the morning sun sweeps away the darkness and floods the earth with brilliance, soon your spirit will be flooded with understanding. The fog of doubt will lift. You will see with sharp, unmistakable clarity exactly why I led you out of that place. The pain you carried, it will transform into deep, unshakable purpose. The silence you endured, it will be filled with the powerful echoes of the answers you've been searching for your whole life. I was not punishing you. I was preparing you, strengthening you, shaping you into the unstoppable force you were born to be. I was setting the stage for the blessings and breakthroughs that are racing toward you right now. Trust this process, my child. The path you walk is exactly the path you need to take. Every loss, every moment of confusion, every tear shed in silence, was laying the foundation for your victory. You are not just surviving, you are rising. You are moving toward your destiny with divine momentum, and nothing can stop what I have planned for you. If this message has stirred your heart, if it has brought you hope and strength, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to our channel for more powerful messages like this. Your support means the world to us. If you feel moved, you can also show extra love by sending a super thanks, up to $20, to help us keep spreading light and encouragement. Together, we are building a community of faith, hope, and unstoppable strength. Stay ready. Your breakthrough is coming.